This is the Dallas Morning News.
It's Monday, June 23rd. It will be sunny and warm with a high of 95 today with a heat index of 102. Clear and humid tonight with a low of 75. Here are today's headlines. A law requiring Texas public school classrooms to display the Ten Commandments is poised to take effect September 1st after Governor Greg Abbott signed the bill Saturday. However, it is expected to face legal challenges. Rocio Fierro Perez, political director of Texas Freedom Network, said the law ignores the separation of church and state by telling children what kind of faith is acceptable. In her statement, she said, "No child should be told by the state that their beliefs are wrong or that they don't belong in their own school. This is government overreach in its most dangerous form." Under the new law, schools would have to conspicuously display a 16 by 20-inch poster or framed copy of the Ten Commandments in every classroom with text that can be read by anyone inside the room with average vision. Texas's Attorney General must defend public schools in any lawsuits they face from the mandate, meaning taxpayers will foot the bill. The ACLU of Texas, Freedom from Religion Foundation, and Americans United for Separation of Church and State have warned Abbott that they would file a lawsuit if he signed the bill. In a joint statement late last month, they called the bill blatantly unconstitutional. In other news, major U.S. cities are tightening security after President Donald Trump unleashed airstrikes on Iran, a direct military intervention that deepened Washington's role in Israel's war with Tehran and raised concerns about potential retaliation. Early Sunday, Iran warned that the U.S. attack, dubbed Operation Midnight Hammer by the Pentagon, will trigger everlasting consequences and said it reserves all options to respond. Police in New York, Washington, D.C., and Los Angeles have since increased patrols at religious institutions, diplomatic facilities, and public spaces. Officials cited no credible threats at this time, but highlighted the need for vigilance. In the capital, the Metropolitan Police Department said it's closely monitoring the events in Iran and is coordinating with local, state, and federal law enforcement partners to share information and monitor intelligence. Next up, U.S. Senator Bernie Sanders castigated President Donald Trump and the nation's billionaire class in a fiery rally Sunday night, warning that the country is on the precipice of unprecedented danger. In a wide-ranging address at Dickies Arena, Sanders railed against dark money in politics, corporate greed, and Trump's big budget bill currently moving through Congress, which he said would dramatically widen the income gap. Sanders told the crowd of more than 6,000, "We have a president who almost every single day goes out of his way to undermine our values and the needs of working families." Seconds into his speech, Sanders called the Trump administration's attack against Iran Saturday illegal and unconstitutional, and said it violated the War Powers Act, which requires congressional approval for a declaration of war. Sanders continued by saying, "The U.S. faces enormous problems here at home. We should be spending our money and manpower rebuilding America, not going to war against Iran." And Campo Verde, a Dallas-Fort Worth restaurant where it's Christmas all year, reopened on June 5th with a revamped menu that promises to honor its legacy while taking the next step in its culinary evolution. The restaurant has been a staple since 1983. It offers Tex-Mex dishes set among thousands of Christmas lights and decorations. In January, it closed its doors, initially announcing that it was a temporary closure, but it became permanent. Then someone came to the rescue. Chef Moose Benemacht and his partner in life and business, Liesel Best, took on the challenge of revitalizing the place and its menu while preserving the restaurant's spirit. He said, "It just kind of fell in our lap, and we decided to take an opportunity to give a new light and a new life to something that's been around for almost 4 decades. We just want to keep the tradition intact and just kind of refresh it and give it to the next generation." Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from the Dallas Morning News.